We are lucky. Coming up at OnCon 7, that's right, the 7th iteration of my online anime convention, we've got a handful of panels that I want to talk about because I think these are going to be really interesting panels. It's kind of my favorite part of any anime convention are the panels, so you'll get to watch all of these for free on YouTube. We're going to start off at 11 a.m. With What's the Deal with Evangelion, a panel that actually I'm going to run, talking about Neon Genesis Evangelion. You may have seen it, you may have heard about it. Why is it such a controversial anime? What's the big deal with it? And again, even if you've seen EVA, and especially if you haven't, I want to get more into the background. You know, why was it a big deal when it came out? Why is it controversial? Why is it still a big deal? And where might it be going in the future? I'm going to try to touch on all of that for my panel again at 11 a.m. We'll follow that up at 12:30 p.m. with Japanese albums that should be on your playlists that aren't Cowboy Bebop OST 1. This is a panel by the Unagi Observer, fun channel, to check that out. And basically focusing on actually Japanese soundtracks. They're not necessarily the classic anime soundtracks. So branching out a little bit into soundtracks that might still be appreciated by those familiar with anime soundtracks, but maybe things you haven't heard before. Always fun. From there, at 2 p.m., we'll have a panel on anime conspiracies. Now, Justin, who'll be doing this panel, has been doing panels for years now. I've known him for years, and he loves doing panels on kind of the weirder stuff. And so this will be focusing on conspiracies that show up in anime, you know, UFOs and secret societies and all that stuff. So dealing with all that and how it seems to really integrate in with or show up in anime a lot. So that should be an interesting time. Then at 3:30 p.m. we'll have a panel called Filler Anime You May Be Missing While You're Getting Food or Going to the Bathroom. So the Unagi Observer will be back for this panel to talk about shows that are not huge franchises. They're not by massive directors necessarily. They're not kind of the big things people talk about, but they still achieve their own kind of level of genius in that. Then at 5 p.m. we got a panel by Kira Fox, aka Ginger Gaiden, called Anime IRL, Japan's Anime Settings. So you may know that some anime are based in real physical locations. You've seen Yuru Camp. It's a classic example where they're going to real physical locations. And she will be talking about some of those real life settings that show up actually in anime. Those will be all the panels. After those, at 6:30 p.m., we'll have a charity auction. You can buy some cool anime merch. And then at 8 p.m., Steve and John will be coming on to review and analyze an anthology film called Neo Tokyo. Really interesting, kind of bizarre, experimental film from way back in the day. So we'll be having that. So that should be fun. And just got a notice from one of them. So that should be fun. So those are the panels coming up at OnCon 7. I hope you will join us for those. Again, completely free here on YouTube. Details down in the description. Hope to see you there.